Barbados, get up.
Good morning, Barbados, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning, 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 morning. Good morning to you. Good morning, morning, Barbados, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning, morning, Barbados, good morning.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Morning to you.
Do not adjust your sets. You're on the right channel. Good morning, Barbados. Good to have you in company. I'm Tisha Hines. I will be here with you until 8 o'clock this morning, sitting in for Pearson Bowen, who has luckily taken a few days off. It is Thursday, July 24th, and a beautiful day outside, some drizzles, but I'm sure you are ready for the day ahead. Whatever you have planned, whether you're heading out to work, maybe you're going to be home today, off on vacation. But for those of us who have the little ones heading out to camp, even though it's not school, maybe a little more relaxed environment, you still have to get up and get the move on. So maybe making breakfast, whatever you're doing, thank you for tuning in. Remember, you can watch and follow on social as well. A special good morning to those of you watching on YouTube. Usually these days, that's what I'm doing. I'm at home watching on YouTube, so I know there's a great following there as well. It's good to be back in this seat, though, even only just for a little while. I'll be here until maybe Monday. And then you'll have your guy Pearson back. So how about telling you a little bit about what's coming up today on Morning Barbados? Look at me now wearing glasses to read, getting a little older, you know how it goes. So we'll celebrate Barbados sports persons with the Lord School Alumni Association. They're hosting an upcoming Sports Hall of Fame dinner, and I know that's going to be an interesting time for everybody. They're very, 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 very happy with themselves and their school. I know how the Lord School folk do it, except they're laughing in the background. Exceptional youth. We celebrate our young people in Barbados. It's very, very important, especially in a climate where we hear so much negativity about what's going on. It's important for us to celebrate our young people. So we'll be celebrating with sports prodigy Zire Payne. I really look forward to that one as well. Plus, we meet the school rep, professional Remake awardees, and hear the songs they've created with Barbados' top producers. That's all here this morning on Morning Barbados. Just in case you thought that was the only thing that would be coming up, you get a chance to find out how youngsters between 14 and 18 can enroll in the Blue X Accelerator summer program at the Oceanana Innovation Hub. And if you don't still know where that is, where have you been hiding? Which rock were you under for the last couple months? Is that odd-looking building on Bronx Beach, just over there on Bay Street? If you passed over there while it was going up, I'm sure just like me, you were thinking, oh my, what is this? It looks a little different, but very, very interesting. So that's where they will be heading. Plus, under the direction of veteran designer Nanette Worrell, a young designer won a big award at last weekend's Junior Kadooment. So what's the secret to the success and what's next for that band? We're going to tell you all about it. So lots to see and do here on Morning Barbados. I know Pearson usually reaches out and he has things going with his trivia. And he usually stumps his favorite people with his trivia. Stick around to find out more. Also on today's show, they told me it was Bring a Friend to Work Day. I've brought my friend Jean de Bartolo, who is an artist. He's here in Barbados, grew up along the iconic Jersey Shore, and he's going to be stopping in to tell us about the 30-plus years that he has been visiting Barbados. This time around, he's back for the first time since COVID-19. So we're going to get a good take on how he feels about the island, how things have changed, and whether 30 years on, he is still as in love with Barbados as he was back in 1992. A special good morning to you, Pat Ben, always online. I love that. Thank you so much. and indeed to all of the other crew in the Morning Barbados chat. Time to take a break. It's 8 minutes after 6. When we come back, the Griffins are in the house.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados if you're worried about loved ones who are struggling and you need advice on how to support them. There's a saying, a problem shared is a problem halved, but not everyone has someone they can confide in. That's why Lifeline Barbados exists, to be there for you or someone you care about during tough times. Save this number. Lifeline Barbados is just a call away. Remember, you can reach out whenever you need to talk.
There is a saying, you can find a Beijing anywhere. Are you a Beijing living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Beijing Affairs segment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
So good morning and welcome back. Just about 10 minutes after 9 o'clock. I think I have to get accustomed to this all over again. My goodness, waking up and leaving the house at this time of morning, because I'm still up early, but leaving the house at this time of morning. I was well accustomed a few months ago. Now I am a late night owl. You know how that goes. All right, so I'm joined now by Tracy Leacock, who's secretary of the Lord School Alumni Association, and Henry Innes, who's president of the association. Good morning to both of you and welcome.
Good morning.
Good to have both of you here. The Lord School, before we get into what we're talking about, Mr. President, tell me a little bit about the Alumni Association and its proud history.
The Alumni Association, we came out of originally we were called the Law School or Scholars Association. And then we changed our name to the Law School Alumni Association, largely because it has more currency in overseas. People use the term alumni as opposed to old scholars, but of course it's the same thing. Scholar tends to have a bit of a connotation of, maybe a little bit of snobbish connotation. And so alumni is more generally accepted. So the members felt that that was the way for us to go, and we decided to go that way. Also, we changed our form of business into a charity. So naturally, once you change from one form of business to another, you have to change your name. So the change of name came about at that time as well.
All right, so it was a bit of a business decision. That's understandable.
Yeah.
For you, Madam Secretary, why did you determine that you were going to be involved with the Alumni Association in this way? There's so many people who pass through schools, but they don't necessarily, dip their hands in and get involved in this way.
Well, while I was at school, I was heavily involved in sports. It was something that, all large persons did. However, after you finish school, this was one of the ways that you can give back. I've sat on about 3 different generations of the board, and now I am the secretary to Mr. Innes. And, we're just here to give back to the school.
Oh, that's wonderful. And now you have an award ceremony coming up. Tell us more.
Yeah, the Sports Hall of Fame dinner is really an opportunity for us to recognize and celebrate the outstanding achievements of a number of sports persons in active sports and also in administration of sports. And as a school that has that rich tradition in sports, we wanted to make this a permanent aspect of our life. So we've asked the board of the school, board of management, to designate a part of the auditorium that we will call the Sports Hall of Fame. And we will have a plaque there, and on that plaque, the plaque will say the Law School Sports Hall of Fame, and we will have the columns of inductees listed under that title. Now, I should add quickly that the Sports Hall of Fame is the first Hall of Fame that we will be having. But there are several others. A number of our scholars have approached us about having different types of Halls of Fame. Why is it that we're only celebrating sports persons? Well, because it's a Sports Hall of Fame. But we will have a Medical Hall of Fame, we will have a Legal Hall of Fame, we will have a Cultural, Entrepreneurship Hall of Fame, so that all aspects of the achievements of law school or scholars, law school alumni, will be recognized over time.
You reverted to the scholars. I don't mind. That's A-okay. So talk to me a bit more about how things are shaping up. How far back are we going? We know that the law school has a long and really illustrious history. So how far back are you going to draw on the many successful sports people who've passed through the doors?
Well, the last time, this will be our second time of having the Sports Hall of Fame. And we inducted 18 persons then. And we would have gone as far back as we could go, like all the way to the 40s. This year, well, we don't go by how far back we go, but by how the persons who are inducted and their achievements. So we just look at that. One of the criteria for being inducted into the Hall of Fame is that you must have left the school at least 10 years and excelled in everything that, reach the pinnacle of whatever it is you choose to do, whether it is sporting or administration.
All right, that's beautiful. So how has the process been going? Tell us about, is there a committee sitting in? How is it working out?
Yes, there's a committee of 7 persons who look at the pool of candidates. We have a large pool of candidates that we look at. We have nominations that are submitted, and we go through those names. We look at criteria. Tracy mentioned that you must have left school 10 years prior in order to be nominated. But there are certain other criteria as well. Typically you have to have made a national team, right? And then depending upon what the sport is, there are different levels of qualification. So for example, let's take athletics. In athletics, a person typically would have made the Carifta team. And then after that, you have the Central American and Caribbean Championships, you have the Pan American Championships, you have Commonwealth, and all the way up to the Olympic Games. So the Olympic Games will be the pinnacle in track and field. And then in other areas, let's say if we look at cricket, you have the national youth team, you also have the West Indies team, the Barbados senior team, the West Indies team. So there are different levels according to the sport that you're in. I should also add that you will notice, you may have noticed in the list of awardees that you have persons from other islands, other countries, because the law school in its earlier days was a boarding school.
Won't let me forget it.
Yeah,
They
with a
say
boarding
that all
school.
the time. Yeah, I know.
That's a very important part of the history of the school.
Yeah.
Because there you go, for example, and John McGinley, who are inductees this time around, they're both from Antigua. And you will have other persons. I think last time we may have had someone who was not from Barbados as well. But anyway, the point is that once you have made a national team, wherever you were at the time, then that qualifies you, because that's one of the criteria that we look at.
Good stuff, Madam Secretary. Tell me a little bit about the dinner and how people can get involved before we get into the various categories that will be awarded. I know you talked about where people had to reach to be able to qualify, but you're awarding in different categories as well. But let's start with the dinner.
Okay, so the dinner is going to be held on Sunday, the 28th of September, and we are going to the Grand Wyndham, St. Philip. And we have, the tickets are $300. I think, Henry, we didn't put in the fact that this is also a fundraising venture. So the funds from that will go towards school projects and etc.
First program.
Yeah. So tickets are available from myself or Henry. And so far we're targeting 300 persons. I think we are about halfway now. And usually in our Beijing culture, there seems to be an uptick closer to the event. So thus far, we are on track for that dinner, and we are looking forward to having a grand time at this second Hall of Fame dinner.
Are you trying to say that Bajans are late birds?
You said it.
You implied it. All right, so in September, you're also celebrating Founders Week.
Yes. Typically, the last week of September is Founders Week at the school. That's the week when the law school was founded way back in 1745 or 1721, depending upon which version of the history you look at. So during that week, there are a number of activities that are planned by the school. So we don't want to say a whole lot about that. We'll leave that for the school to do. But the events that we have during that week, the Alumni Association, on the Sunday there will be a church service. The church has not yet been chosen. It's possibly Holy Trinity, but we're not sure as yet. On the Tuesday there will be that's where the alumni meet the students. We have a lot of engagement with the students. Particularly we try to involve a lot of the overseas alumni because they are not here all the time. So we give them that opportunity. Then on the Wednesday we have the football and breadfruit line, right? And the Thursday we have the fun cricket. And I should say that facetiously that when we had that event last time in 2023, no team made less than 27 runs. So if you remember from cricket in Sabina Park, you will know what I mean.
I'm not going there. I got my licks already for talking about that on news.
Anyway, so that's the Thursday, and then the Friday is the night cricket game. You may have heard of our night cricket game. That's played on the lights at the law school, and it's a very exciting time. Lots of people come to that game. A very big event. The Saturday is the fair. We call it back at school fair. And then, of course, the Sunday then, which is the 28th, the Sunday is the Sports Hall of Fame dinner.
It's a good thing the president said he was not going to talk much about that, because if he talked much about it at all, we'd be here all morning. Finally, those categories, Madam Secretary, those categories where people will be awarded.
Everybody is awarded on their merit. The sports that are being highlighted this year, along with the ones we had before, which were cricket, football, and athletics, we've added chess, we've added table tennis, and tennis. Where also we have an administrator's award as well to one of our alumni. I would say
Captain Peter Short, late Captain Peter Short.
Yes. Randy Harris is going to be honored this time around. As you know, he's been recently added to the FIFA board, and that in itself for a Barbadian, and then of course he went to Lodge. So he is also going to be honored this time around. So everybody on their merit on the night. So this year we have 13 awardees, and again, we look forward to a grand time just honoring our persons and raising funds for the school.
All right, that's beautiful. I want to thank you both for coming in and sharing with me. The president has the honor of having the last word.
Yes, thank you very much. I would like to highlight the quality of our plaque that is given to each of the inductees. It's a really nice plaque, and we really envy of any other organization that wants to do this kind of activity. Yeah, we want to encourage all of the law school scholars, all law school alumni, I use the terms interchangeably, to come to this event, to support it, even if they can't come. Some people are going overseas, but we ask them to also maybe purchase a ticket for a student. We have a program called Pay It Forward, where we're asking former athletes who've done well, we're asking former students generally who've done well to pay for a student, a current student athlete, student sports person to come to the dinner and rub shoulders with their seniors and develop that desire so that they themselves become sports Hall of Famers as they, progress in their athletics.
Wonderful. I want to thank you too for waking up early and braving the traffic and weather to get here for Morning Barbados to talk about your beloved large school. It is a gorgeous plaque.
Yes.
Look at the detail, people. It is beautiful. And congrats in advance to everyone who will be walking away with one of these in the near future.
And you will see the seahorse emblazoned on the plaque.
That's his way of correcting me for saying Griffins. But that's an argument for another day. Thank you so much, President Henry Innes, for coming in, and Secretary Tracy Leacock. Wonderful to see you, and all the best to the Lodge School folk.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
As well as current students, and for the new ones getting ready to go in September. Yes. Rich history. Yes. You're going to love being there. Definitely. Time for a break, but there's lots more coming up here on Morning Barbados, so stay with me.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
There is a saying, you can find a Beijing anywhere. Are you a Beijing living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Beijing Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Beijing youth.
The Ministry of Youth Sports and Community Empowerment's Bridges television series is back. Join us every Wednesday at 8 p.m. with a repeat on Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. on CBC TV 8. Don't you miss it.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources, he'll give you the people. Not only will he equip you with ideas, but he will equip you with favor, as he did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV 8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
This segment of Exceptional Youth is brought to you with the kind compliments of the Student Revolving Loan Fund, financing education the easy way.
So it's already 7:27 on a drizzly Thursday morning. I don't know about you, but I'm losing time. Yesterday, I thought it was Tuesday. Somehow today, I thought it was the middle of the week. I don't know. You know what we Bajans would say? You're happy. And not necessarily in a happy way, just meaning, you're not necessarily up to speed. Maybe it's because I'm getting older, but the days are certainly feeling a lot shorter. I'm in today for Pearson Boyne. So for those people saying, where is my Pearson? He's off somewhere on a much needed break. Don't worry, he'll be back with you early next week. So yesterday you got a chance to see the Junior Monarchs, both of them who won in the Scotiabank Junior Monarch competition, in the juniors competition for soca, as well as the competition for Calypso. And those interviews were so well received. But we got a lot of people who followed up and said, we would love to see those performances once again. And of course, we give you what you want. So this morning, we are celebrating our exceptional youth for the Crop Over Festival by sharing those award-winning and outstanding performances once again.
Or just the hand that was dealt to me. Every day I walk to school and back though, food to eat in my lunch pack though. Tears may fill my eyes, I'm forced to say I'm fine. All the pain that I feel inside, my family tell me I must hide. We living in poverty, this is my reality.
Of the 2025 Scotiabank Junior Monarch Calypso Competition, King K. Mr. Irvin Griffith is presenting the Chorus Unicomer voucher. Dr. Jasmine Babb will present the BIMAP scholarship, the duty-free voucher, and the Samsung S24. Senator Dr. the Honorable Chantal Monroe Knight will present the check for $3,000, while Ms. Suzette Armagam Shaw will present the trophy and the $3,000 Scotia deposit.
What a performance by young King K, and he won. And the next big winner on the night was the Showman, and what a show he put on.
'Cause when I reach, I want you wave your hands for me. Show me your energy when Showman reach. I want you wave your hands for me. Show me your energy. It's your boy, the Showman. If you're ready for Vicey, yeah, or who ready for Vicey, yeah. So get on your feet, stand up on your feet, and put something in the air. 'Cause when I read, I want you to wave your hands for me. Show me your energy when Showman reach. I want you to wave your hands for me. Show me your energy. Right now when I sit down sing, a whole set of vibes I bring.
and gentlemen, the winner of the 2025 Scotiabank Junior Monarch Soccer Competition, it's Mr. Showman! Mr. Irvin Griffith is presenting the Courts Unicomer voucher. Dr. Jasmine Bob will present the BIMAT scholarship, the duty-free voucher, and the Samsung S24. Senator Dr. the Honorable Chantal Monroe Knight will present the check for $3,000, while Miss Suzette Armagam Shaw will present the trophy.
Doing a fantastic job in defending that title. The Showman, congratulations to him. I know you saw the big group in front of the stage. His mom and auntie and well-wishers. A lot goes into getting these young children ready for these competitions. And I want to shout out the parents as well and the teams working behind the scenes to make it possible. Crop over is in full swing. We have 2 strong weeks to go for the festival, but we had the Junior Kadooment coming off just a few days ago. And we're going to talk to you about the highlights of all of that next on Morning Barbados.
That segment of Exceptional Youth was brought to you with the kind compliments of the Student Revolving Loan Fund, financing education the easy way.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources, he'll give you the people. Not only will he equip you with ideas, but he will equip you with favor, as he did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solar Ray Microbiome Probiotics and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount. Sponsored by Get Healthy.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
And now let's welcome the production team. Yeah, Nane. Dee, good to see you. All others. Those are the ones who work behind the scene, and yet there's so many others who have contributed to this.
So that's a peek at Zonte, and Zonte was named Best Junior Band for the 2025 Sunshine Snacks and Affinity Plus Junior Kadooment. Joining us now, we have the designer with the most. That's right, Miss Worrell, Nanette. Good morning to you. Congratulations on this amazing win.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It was an exciting moment for me, and I wasn't really expecting it, but I thank God for that.
That's beautiful. Tell me about the story behind the junior band's presentation. I know that you paid homage to folk in a manner of speaking.
Yes.
Talk to us about that.
It all started last year after the last Junior Kadooment. I had a friend who used to sing in Folklore, and we started looking at some of the songs, and I said, you know what, we can do something with this. Miss Matty was one of the, foremost sections, and I just went with it. I wanted to have her with the sweet bread. I wanted beautiful Barbados. I wanted the girls on there to flow with beautiful Barbados. The other section was the cane cutters. Obviously, you know, the ending of the crop season, so I needed to pay homage to all of those and the songs.
And you also made this a tribute to two icons of the festival,
Yes.
the late Gwyneth Squires and Winston Jordan.
Yes. Well, Winston Jordan, I worked with him at the Nation when he was alive. It was a pleasure working with him. And Gwyneth Squires, she was my icon because I watched her evolve over the years. So I said, look, you know what, I need to pay homage to both of them.
Oh, that's beautiful to be able to remember that in that way, particularly this year, now that they've commissioned pieces for Winston Jordan's son from him. We know him as Ruby Tech,
Yes.
and his pieces are at strategic locations all across the island. So if you see, as you're driving, these beautiful pieces in collaboration with some other artists, but these beautiful pieces at the roundabouts and at different spots, that is Winston Jordan's child. Of course, when you talk about his years at the Nation, for those of us old enough to remember, it was all about the cartooning.
Cartooning. He was so quiet. He was reserved and just in one little spot in the Nation there. And I always pass and say good morning or good evening to him, you know. Yes, I needed to do that for him.
How important was it for you to bring this Caribbean folklore to the fore, not only as a crop over band, but as a junior Kadooment band, because you're sharing this with a whole new generation of people?
I wanted to educate the children. You know, it's not just jump up and whine, and there is so much more to culture. I wanted to teach them a little more about the past culture, and I didn't want it to die. Really didn't want that culture to die.
Oh, that's beautiful. Folk Fusion was the name of it.
Yes.
And I know you talked about Miss Matty, and immediately when you said that, I was trying to jog my memory on the whole story behind Miss Matty, but you also explored Jessie Mahon, Miss Millie, the Nut Seller, many of our beloved folk characters. What type of research went behind it? Because it's one thing to have a character in your head or through an old wives' tale or a folk story, as we call them, but to bring it to life in the form of a costume. Talk to us about the process.
My sister and myself researched it. I also had help from Jennifer Seeley from Dance in Africa and some other friends of mine. And we started the research and listened to the music. And I always used to listen to my sister singing certain parts of the songs. And while doing that, I started to think about all the different elements in which I can, and colors in which I can bring this vibrant Miss Matty, yes, to life. And it stemmed from her because she was the first design that I had, and it went on to the others.
Yeah, I'm singing it in my head. What a sweet little girl was Jessie Mahon. Pack she back to Shima.
Yes, and that girl.
Maybe I shouldn't sing this early in the morning or try to.
she was elated with her costume, and she really performed well on stage. Jessie Mahon, she performed well.
That's beautiful. You also walked away with a number of other awards as well, including the Robert Weeks Award for Best Festival Design, the most colorful band, best costume structure, and first place in the historical, fantasy, and folklore categories. That is an amazing feat, and it must really make you feel like it was all worthwhile.
Yes, I was in awe. I can that morning when I found out, Sunday morning, I was like, wow, we did this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now,
So
talk me through the process. A lot of us don't get the behind-the-scenes views of the band house and what it takes to put together these intricate little pieces for the costumes, not on the level of a larger band or maybe a grand Kadooment band, but what's the process like in the band house from creation to where you have something tangible in your hands?
it's madness. to be honest, I have my sister, my niece, and we're just that little group of persons there, you know, trying to create and making sure things are right. I am very picky, so even if something is done not to my liking, we have to do it over again. My sister would like, oh my gosh, Nanette, it's good. Let us leave it there. And I would, no. So we had many nights, late nights, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, getting 2 hours sleep and go again. Yeah, that's how it was.
Where did you learn, Nanette?
Barbados Community College. I'm proud to say I had 2 very good lecturers there. Miss Bernadine Scott, she is no longer with us, and Miss Julia Hanschel Chamberlain. So I started off in designing clothes, and because of my love for also TNT, I am also a Trinidadian citizen. I ventured into carnival costumes.
Well, the accent didn't give it away at all. I didn't see that one coming. You also won, I said you won in multiple categories, so you also won the Junior King title with the portrayal of Winston Jordan, while your couples entry, Mobby Woman and Nut Seller, topped the 3 to 7 age group in the Junior Flag Person category. Zante's Trinity Eileen also placed second. So you really...
I think she placed first, but she tied with Hijack.
Okay, so it was a tie.
Yeah, it was a tie.
Get it right. We also won in that category, she's telling me. That's A-okay.
Yes.
But you really captured the lion's share. And, you know, that says a great deal. How will that impact you going forward as we look toward cropovers to come, junior Kadooment to come?
I will continue to do my best, you know, and design the way it should be for children. And we'll see how it goes from there.
All right. Generally, are there any, I know you talked about it being a family affair, so kind of bringing everybody into the fold to get it done. But are there any people in particular that you really want to say thank you to? Because we know usually we see these things just floating along beautifully, but it really is like an iceberg. You don't know all that's happening below the surface.
I would love to thank Jennifer Seeley for her efforts in helping me, because most of the children, in fact 99% of the children, come from her Dance in Africa. And I would also like to thank Illusion Graphics. They helped me with the banners and the cookhouse with the food. Yes, realistic ideas for the place, because we wouldn't have had a place to do the costumes if it wasn't for realistic ideas. So I thank all of them. Oh, Cooperative General.
Is there any particular story that's kind of stuck with you more than the others? I know usually when we talk about folk stories or folk tales, or you're working on something, there's something that you find out that you probably didn't realize or know before. So is there any particular story that stuck with you, maybe a little more than the others?
Yes, Miss Millie. That one was really heart-wrenching when I found out her story in terms of how she died. Miss Millie gone to Brazil, and how she died with her husband killing her and throwing her in a well. That didn't, you know, sit with me well. So she was one of our individuals, the 13 to 18. Didn't really want to do it, but, you know, as I said, we have to educate our youths about these little folklores that we had.
Yeah, well, the truth of the matter is all history isn't what we deem positive, and it's important that we kind of embrace all of it and share with another generation, as you said. But it truly was colorful. It was beautiful, well enjoyed across Barbados. For those people who watched, we got great feedback on all that happened. It was a long day.
Yes, very long.
It was a long day, but well deserved to you. Nanette Worrell, designer of the band, Zante. I couldn't possibly call all the areas that they won in again because we'd be here well past 8 o'clock. But let me just say congratulations
Thank
on
you
taking
so
the
much.
lion's share.
Thank you so much.
And it's Worrell with 2 L's, people. She said there are
Please.
people in Barbados, you should be banished from the country, who spell Worrell with 1 L. Absolutely not. All right, thank you for coming.
Thank you very
And congratulations again.
Thanks a lot.
Hey, it's crop over, and as you can tell here on CBC, we are definitely feeling the festival. We're going to take another break and come back with a whole lot more. Stick around.
Although she know the time's so hard, she won't keep about down Kendall Yard. She won't keep out down Kendall Yard.
Miss Matty on stage. This is the section as offered by Zante 2025 in their production entitled Folk Fusions.
I know you on the mirror and you can see your speed.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solar microbiome probiotics and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV 8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
Week after week, Scald presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news.
All right, so welcome back. They told me today is Bring a Friend to Work Day. I made that up. Don't worry about it. But I'm joined now by my wonderful friend, Jean de Bartolo. Good morning to you, Jean. Good to have you with us.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm doing good. It's good to have you back in BIM.
Yes.
It's been quite some time now. For those who are just tuning in, earlier I said Jean grew up along the iconic Jersey Shore, and he's an artist. Got started back when he was 9 years old. When a relative really gave you an interesting little foray into that. So how did you kind of translate early drawings or being into art into a love? When did you decide it was something that you loved to do?
My two siblings did other things. I wasn't a surfer. I wasn't this. I didn't play music. I didn't do things that, my brothers did. And this was something that was all my own. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it immensely. It's the only time you really have full freedom to make every decision. And art, to me, is a documentation of a thought process, time, and the physical aspects of putting down your idea on canvas or piece of paper. It was all mine.
Absolutely. The thing about it is Gene is an artist, and he's been able through the years to also work with some incredible artists. And I think being able to do things like that makes the world of difference in the way that you're able to relate to the art world. For a lot of young artists growing up, it's not necessarily easy to connect with stalwarts in the industry or people who have been successful or who do well. So I would imagine being able to connect with people in the art world. I know for those people who are into art, there are certain names, when you hear them, you immediately think, wow. But Jean, you were able to connect through the years with some of the biggest names, particularly on the New York circuit.
Yes, yes. I have met Basquiat, Rauschenberg, Robert Indiana, and David Sal, like all these great artists. They all, at the time, used to come out and be out. Now everyone is more, to themselves. But there was a real community. Art is, about community. And I was lucky. I met a lot of people. I knew a lot of people back then. And now, it's time for me.
Yeah, to do a little bit more with your art. How would you describe your art? Has it morphed? Has it changed throughout the years?
Well, your ideas always change, and it's for the moment. It's a cycle, and you get an idea, and you take it as far as you can, and then maybe it ends up being a dead end. So you have to rethink and start all over again, and the only competition you have is with yourself. There is no other competition, and that's with everything. And I think everyone should look at life through the artist's lens. You could be a plumber, and if you strip away the building, if the plumber is precise, it's a beautiful sculpture of copper or plastic, whatever it is, an art, if you're an architect, it's a sculpture. Building a big building, that's a sculpture that's a living thing, that you interact with. And it's with everything, from cooking to playing music, dance, it's all the same. And it's all interconnected, and there's a history to it all, and it's my job to know as much about the history, but then not be derivative of it, to synthesize it through my brain and down my arm to the paper or the canvas or the lump of clay or whatever it is. I'm not trying to be Picasso because Picasso is Picasso. I'm not trying to be Michelangelo because Michelangelo was Michelangelo, and that was a time. It's always about a time. And so, years ago, most of the work that I think I sent to show you was ink and brush on rice paper. There's a certain language to it that's in Asian countries. The paper symbolizes birth, new, and then the ink symbolizes debauchery, use of life, death. And so it's this medium, back and forth. And once I was in a Staples Xeroxing some of my smaller drawings, and all of a sudden I turn around, because they're black and white, what do I need to, so I just wanted to put a book together of all the images before I let them out into the world. And all of a sudden I turn around, and there was a Japanese diplomat standing behind me, and when I saw him, he looked at me and started bowing, because he really understands what I was doing, right? And so it all comes from people's perspective. You might look at this today, if you see when you show a piece of my art, a lot of people might say, I don't get it. But then there'll be someone that has had experiences that understand it, and they're like, wow, you're a genius, so it's back and forth. It's
that's the wonderful thing about art. As you said, it comes from you and is your full expression. Now, in talking about what brings you to Barbados, you first came here back in, was it 1992?
Yes.
Yeah, and talk to us about returning. You visited Barbados in those early years quite frequently.
Yes.
But you've not been back before COVID. So this
yes.
is more than 10 years now. So in coming back to Barbados, your thoughts?
Sweet. It's nice to be back. I enjoy it. You know, it's been busy 2 weeks, but I really miss it actually. And now that I'm here, I really realize that I miss it being, you know, coming here and visiting. And I'm going to have to make sure I come back.
So you're leaving today.
Yes.
So everybody's going to be looking out for you at the airport.
They'll all be going, hi.
Yeah, but it's wonderful to have you here. And I'm happy that you're focusing on your art again. And we look forward to some of the new presentations from Jean de Bartolo. Listen out for the name and make sure you look out for the pieces. Thanks for visiting, Jean.
Thank you.
I look forward to seeing you again.
Yes. I
Whether
do
we
too.
meet up again in the Big Apple or here in BIM.
Hopefully here. But we could switch. I could you could come stay at my apartment and I'll come down here.
Yeah, how about that? That would be a good
That was an
switcheroo.
invitation.
Yeah? All right, so bring a friend to work day, and I brought my friend, Jean de Bartolo, the artist, and of course, he loves BIM, and we're happy to have him here with us. All right, it's time for us to bring you an update of the news. Stay with us.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scold, a look into the future.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons, which will surprise many, is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end. And what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you. I'm Tisha Hines with an update of the news at this time. The Barbados Oceans and Coastal Authority will be established by an Act of Parliament within the coming months. The announcement is coming from Prime Minister the Honourable Mia Amor-Motley. She says the draft bill has been completed and is now being presented to Cabinet. Prime Minister Motley was addressing the Global Biodiversity Alliance Summit 2025 in Guyana, where she said the highly anticipated authority will elevate the work to be done to elevate coastal areas.
From the erosion of sargassum, which is deadly on our eastern coast, but two, also from the natural erosion that is taking place as a result of agricultural runoff and other factors, and which, quite frankly, threaten what is our greatest concern, the stability of our water supply. Because if our aquifers are in fact polluted by salt water, then we will no longer be able to use those aquifers for the provision of drinking water for our people. So that coastal erosion has multiple negative consequences if we do not get on top of it.
PM Motley adds the Barbados Marine Sustainability Trust will also seek to ensure 30% of the island's marine area, roughly 55,000 square kilometers, becomes protected space.
I say so because Barbados' land area is about 430 square kilometers, so that you begin to understand scale when we are protecting just 30%, and that 30% is the equivalent of 55,000 square kilometers. I am not the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, but I believe my brother Ralph will allow me to say that his country too will benefit similarly, because while they too have limited land area, they are a massive ocean state just as we are. So these conversations, Mr. President, are not academic, they are real.
And PM Motley says, in addition to the work of the Barbados Wetlands Trust at the Graham Hall Nature Sanctuary, efforts are ongoing to preserve the remaining wetland space, much of which have been destroyed. A warning this morning issued after a viral video appears to show a man spiking a woman's drink. The video shows a man slipping something into the cup of a young woman who seems to be dancing at a party. It has been prompting by the National Organization of Women, or NOW, to caution females who are partying this crop over to keep their drinks in sight, limit alcohol intake, and never accept drinks from strangers. NOW President Melissa Savory Gittins offers this advice.
You're asking her what with a friend, if you know you're going to be drinking, probably take somebody with you that don't drink, somebody that can help keep an eye on you, but we're asking them, then don't leave your drink at the bar. You know, try to keep your drink very close to you. Simple things like that. If you leave your drink, when you come back, get a new one, right? Because you don't know what a person may do during this time. So we're asking them to be extra cautious as they go about their daily duties, extra cautious as they go to parties and fetes. You know, just try your best to be cautious, and if they're not feeling well, if they think that something may be up, to call immediately for help.
Now, this crop over, the organization has been urging women to avoid distractions like phones and headphones, especially in unfamiliar or isolated places. NOW is also encouraging women to use registered taxi services. Call a friend when they're traveling out after sunset, share whereabouts with family, and avoid walking alone in dark or lonely places, while noting that women are free to dress how they please. Savory Gittins says it's also important for them to cover up as much as possible.
Sometimes I hear the man say, you know, she's dressed like that. So if she's dressed like that, he's thinking it's an invitation. So ladies, I know, yes, you are free to dress however you want. So I'm not telling you how to dress, but some people see it as an invitation. And yes, you should not have to be worried about how people see it, but if it's going to help reduce you being attacked, interfered with, possibly raped, or anything like that, I'm asking you, to try to be more cautious of that, how you carry yourself and how you dress during this time to help alleviate things from escalating to a higher level that they don't have to be.
A call is being made for greater collaboration between governments and international agencies to transform the national and global landscape to allow micro, small and medium enterprises, or SMEs, to thrive. It's coming from Minister of Energy and Business, Senator Lisa Cummins. She's suggesting businesses support organizations, connect with counterparts across the globe to create new value supply chains and unlock market opportunities. Minister Cummins says the partnerships can also create decent jobs, especially for the youth and women, and build more inclusive and climate-resilient economies. She was addressing the Global SME Conference in Johannesburg, South Africa, on behalf of Barbados and the Caribbean.
With alignment and structure and with intentional interventions, we can go further. Strengthening SME ecosystems through a system-wide approach is not just a development goal. It is a necessity for our survival and our sustainability. In a global environment with so much instability, we need to know that we built systems that last and relationships that adapt and pivot that can withstand turbulence and challenges. So ITC's mandate and its work continue to be so relevant in this moment.
The minister adds that measures must be taken to ensure the inaugural ministerial conference provides a timely opportunity for countries to share experiences and concrete solutions on SME matters.
Reaffirm them and then execute on that need for tailored support to SMEs, especially in small island developing states. We need here to highlight region-specific needs such as digital access and plug the solutions into the ecosystem that we've been speaking about. We need to strengthen collaboration between governments, development organizations, and business support organizations, and ultimately to build a consensus among key actions that can make a tangible difference to SMEs.
St. Philip residents have been getting free health checks through the Ministry of Health and Wellness mobile clinic. The clinic has been visiting various areas across St. Philip this month as part of the parish's We Gathering 2025 activities. Member of Parliament for St. Philip North, Dr. Sonia Brown, says the clinic allows constituents access to free health checks through tests administered by friendly nurses in the comfort of their communities, excluding the anxieties of going to a doctor's office.
It started at the beginning of July. It hasn't, the last one will be in a few days, Saturday. It started, I think we did 4 or 5 so far, or it will be about 5. As soon as July opened up with the regathering, we had started. The response has been fantastic. Today may be a little quiet because of the rain. But we have been, they were in Bailey's car park at one point, they had to turn back people. The response, for instance, by Beulah Church was fantastic. So people are wanting and ready and waiting to be checked to see how their lives are going.
Dr. Brown said they've been able to test in a number of areas.
Yes, we are doing the regathering with all the history of St. Philip North and everything, but I thought it was prudent to bring the NCDs to the fore. And we just heard that the increase in the cancer and so on in the island. We know about the cardiovascular illnesses. We know about the asthma and everything else associated with the non-communicable diseases. So I thought it was prudent to bring the Ministry of Health into the communities so that people can have themselves checked. As a screening method, not for treatment, of course, because there are many people out there that are unaware that they have lumps in the breast, or that their blood pressure is high, or that they're new diabetic.
Now for sports, I don't know about you, but every time I read sports about West Indies, I think it's my fault. That is not good news. Well, West Indies suffered an 8-wicket defeat to Australia at the World Championship of Legends tournament in England. Sent into bat at Northants yesterday, West Indies champions were restricted to 142 for 8 in their 20 overs. Lendl Simmons top scored with 29, Dwayne Bravo had 26 and Dwayne Smith 22. Peter Siddle took 3 for 28. In reply, Australia champions raced to 143 for 2 in just 9.3 overs. Opener Chris Lynn slammed 81 off 27 balls with 6 fours and 8 sixes, and they tell me we must play the highlights. Here they are.
Slower ball, should have it and will have it very comfortably.
Fingers over the, oh, that's in the slot. That deserves to go for 6. That was the last delivery, gone for 6. 4 gone, 32 for 1.
Oh, it's in the air. Oh, that is well taken. Oh dear, that kept a little low. Oh, how about this? It's 2 and 2.
27 deliveries this pair has faced, and they've scored 40. Oh my God,
oh, it's
that's
gone
another.
Right up in the air. Should be a simple catch for Peter Siddle. Balled him. It's those stumps. It's the death rattle again.
Yep, advancing, and it goes all the way. Short and punished. Bowled him quicker. Oh, I don't think there's any chance for long on there. That is on the roof. Is it? Oh, not quite.
Up and over. That looks like 6. at Augusta Properties, 10 on 10, 6, and it's a very strong performance this from Chris Lynn, 52 from just 20 balls. Oh, it's gone a mile up. That's gone into the members. Six more. He's gone. That'll do. Ben Dunk with the 4 runs required. Australia champions demolish West Indies champions.
And with that result, the Windies champions have dropped from 2nd to 4th on 2 points, behind leaders South Africa champions on 4 points. West Indies champions will next play against Pakistan champions on Saturday. And that brings this edition of the news to an end. We have Newsday coming your way at 12 o'clock this afternoon and Newsnight at 7 o'clock. More is coming up on Morning Barbados. Stay with us.
During the hurricane or storm, stay inside. Even if it looks calm, don't go outside. That hurricane tip was brought to you with the compliments of General Accident Insurance Company Barbados Limited. Future-proof your tomorrow.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados if you're worried about loved ones who are struggling and you need advice on how to support them. There's a saying, a problem shared is a problem halved, but not everyone has someone they can confide in. That's why Lifeline Barbados exists, to be there for you or someone you care about during tough times. Save this number. Lifeline Barbados is just a call away. Remember, you can reach out whenever you need to talk.
There is a saying, you can find a Beijing anywhere. Are you a Beijing living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Beijing Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And together we will travel the world.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Beijing youth.
The Ministry of Youth, Sports and Community Empowerment's Bridges television series is back. Join us every Wednesday at 8 p.m. with a repeat on Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. on CBC TV 8. Don't you miss it.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it.
This segment of Exceptional Youth is brought to you with the kind compliments of the Student Revolving Loan Fund. Financing education the easy way.
All right, that is young Zire Payne, and he is an up-and-coming sports star. He joins us on Morning Barbados today. Good morning to you, Zire.
Good morning.
And Zire has brought along his dad. His dad's name is Akeem Payne.
Yes,
So
please.
good morning to you as well.
Good morning, and thank you for having us.
Absolutely, good to have you here. Zaire, I am told that you love all sports, but 3 sports in particular. Tell me about the sports you love.
I love cricket, tennis, and golf.
Cricket, tennis, and golf.
Yes,
Who introduced you to these sports?
My daddy introduced me to these sports and my coaches.
All right, so which one first?
Cricket.
Cricket. What are your thoughts on cricket? Do you think you do a good job?
Yes, please.
All right. So explain cricket to me. You know, I might know a thing or two about it, but for somebody watching who knows nothing at all about cricket, what is this game and how do you play it?
You play cricket. First thing you need to play cricket is gear, a bat, and a ball to play cricket. And then you need gloves. Then you need gloves.
It's a lot of gear. I have a lot of nephews who play cricket, and I've spent way too much money on gear, so I know that you wouldn't be able to list everything. But let's talk to Dad for a minute. Tell me about teaching young Zaire cricket and all these sports at such a young age.
Zaire, from probably I would say like 18 months, I have a video on my phone where he kicking about a football. So Zaire was always active from a young age, and I realized early he had good hand-eye coordination and coordination in general, and he always had good comprehension skills. So if you tell Zaire to do something, he would execute exactly what you said. So I realized early that he may have a future in sport.
Wonderful. Then you introduced him to cricket, and then you brought a few other areas in. You yourself were at Sports to Sport at the Lord School. So talk to me about the decision making in getting him involved.
I always wanted a son, so as a father that plays sport.
Did you see that big smile? Aww.
Yeah, as a father that played sport through my youth, primary school, secondary school, I always want my son to be active outdoors, playing sports, but I never imagined that he would be doing 3 sports, especially golf and tennis. I knew nothing about those sports. I didn't play any of them in my youth, but it just happened that he took an interest in the golf. I showed him Tiger was playing one day, and he said, "Daddy, that's interesting." I asked, "You want to play golf?" He said yes. I showed him some tennis. He said yes as well. And from there, the rest is history.
Tell me about your love for golf. Once you saw that, you said, "I want to try that." What did you think about golf? Because it's still kind of like, well, it's a golf stick, but it's almost like a bat and a ball, so it's kind of the same.
I watched TV and my daddy put up Tiger Woods playing golf, and they said it was interesting and I wanted to play golf.
So what was it like once you got out on the course?
It was quite easy and fun at the same time.
All right. Did you like it a little bit more than cricket, or maybe the same?
The same.
All right. And then you started playing tennis as well. So again, this time a racket, but still with a ball. So there's a pattern here. Tell me a little bit about what kind of got you interested in tennis.
I was watching tennis on my TV, and my daddy just put me in tennis.
Yeah? And did you like that as much as you liked cricket and golf?
Yes, please.
All right. So of the 3, if you had to choose one, would you be able to choose, or at this stage do you just like all of them?
All of them.
Yeah, I love that. And it's wonderful, Akeem, that you are moving to get him involved in sport at such a young age, one, but also in a range of sport. So he has an opportunity to truly choose.
I believe in I know some parents would have saw his talent like as I did young playing cricket, but I never wanted Zire to be playing one sport. I know the benefit of playing multiple sports throughout your youth, and it's basically all for development. And all of these sports are hand-eye sports, so his hand-eye coordination is exceptional for his age. I already mentioned his understanding and comprehension skills. So he changes between this time right now. Currently, is cricket is his favorite. Last month it was tennis. He played a lot more cricket over the past week, so that's what I like about the three sports. He gets a break from cricket at times mentally. He goes and plays his golf. He gets a break from that. He goes and plays his tennis. So that would keep him in sport and active probably throughout his whole entire life longer, because he's not getting burned out doing one thing.
And you must really enjoy doing stuff with that as well.
Yes, please.
Zire, if he's not annoying you, because I know sometimes like parents can be really annoying, right?
Yes, please.
Yeah, so it must be really great. I saw how big you were smiling when Dad said he always wanted a son. How did you feel when he said that?
Happy.
Made you feel happy. And you must be happy to be able to play the sports with your daddy as well.
Yes, please.
Is Daddy any good at any of those sports? Just us, you know.
Yes,
So
please.
he's good at tennis and golf and cricket as well?
Yes, please.
Can he beat you in a game? If you guys were going like one-on-one, who would win?
Me.
I'm sure Dad would agree as well. Yeah, so is he in any clubs? I know he's at the Blackman and Gollop School. Is he in any clubs?
He started cricket at Franklin Stevenson Academy. I would say at 5 years old, he started playing cricket at 2 years old, but at 5 years old, we enrolled him down by Franklin Stevenson. And I believe that is where it really like started for him, when he went down there, see the pasture, see the pitches, see the young boys playing. And the young boys down there, I must say, are very well behaved, and they are just lovers of the game. Sometimes 6 o'clock comes outside dark, the boys still want to be playing cricket in the nets and stuff, so that's a good environment for him.
Yeah, I love that. What are your thoughts on the academy when you see sometimes some of the bigger boys? I'm sure a lot of them are maybe bigger than you. When you see those boys, what are you thinking?
They just tell me come and play with them and stuff.
Yeah? And you lick away the balls and, so you show them how it's done, right?
Yes, please.
Yeah, what are your hopes? Do you look on when there are cricket matches being played, like when the West Indies are playing, or if Barbados Pride is playing?
Yes,
do you watch the matches?
Yes, please.
And do you have any favorite cricketers?
Yes, please.
Tell me who.
I forget those names.
Yeah?
Brian Lara, and who else?
Curtly Ambrose.
Curtly Ambrose. Brian Lara and Curtly Ambrose is 2 favorite. He watched a lot of old like cricket clips on YouTube from the West Indies page. He likes when, I think it was England was bowled up for 46, when Ambrose and Walsh ripped through that behind lineup. He loves to watch that on repeat.
Yeah, you know what I love and what I see here, and we kind of had this discussion even off air before we got started. I love that I see so much of him. I see so much of you in him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the other way around. I think it's important for parents to recognize that as well, because you talked about your love for sport and you were able to kind of share that with your son. He now, loves sport in the same way, even though he's only 6 years old, and he's really excited to be able to share in these moments with you to learn new things and learn new sport. And it's a really great way for parents to engage with their children. So I love it. Yeah? What are your hopes for young Zire?
He's happy playing his sports, the 3 sports he plays, and I just want him to continue having fun playing sports. I'm not going to put too much pressure on him. A lot of people have high expectations, and he has an Instagram page, and he attracts a lot of interest. So I just want him to continue to enjoy playing sport. Don't worry about the pressures of it. Just have fun. Be fearless when you play. And just throughout your life, remember these things that you're doing, the interviews, the social media, and be grateful and understand that everyone doesn't get this opportunity. Remain humble, and just keep loving playing sports and being active throughout his whole life.
All right, that's beautiful. Zire, are you better at batting or bowling?
I better at bowling.
So you're going to be a fast bowler?
Yes, please.
All right. I saw that smile. Good stuff. What about you have a good left arm with the tennis? Yeah?
Yes, please.
Good. Back arm and all that stuff?
Yes, please.
And what about golf?
I was left-handed at golf, now I am right-handed.
All right. Sounds like you are on a wonderful path, young man. So I am happy to be able to meet you. Good stuff. Keep it going. And I'm going to tell you what somebody told me many, many moons ago when I was still a single digit. I expect great things from you. Okay?
Yes, please.
All right, young Zire Payne, and he brought along his dad, Akeem Payne. He is definitely a sports superstar on the rise, so listen out for that name. 29 minutes now after 7 o'clock. Time for another break on Morning Barbados, but we have more coming, so stay with me.
That segment of Exceptional Youth was brought to you with the kind compliments of the Student Revolving Loan Fund, financing education the easy way.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources, he'll give you the people. Not only will he equip you with ideas, but he will equip you with favor, as he did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about solar ray, microbiome, probiotics, and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
Week after week, Scald presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations. Lifestyle and trends of tomorrow.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Maybe you've heard about the new Oceanana Innovation Hub, but you've been wondering, what's this all about? Well, today I'm going to take you on a sneak peek and show you our vision and our mission. This is oceanfront learning. We're currently standing in the Learning Lab, upstairs the Oceanana Innovation Hub, where students will be engaging in project-based learning as part of the Ministry of Educational Transformation Initiative. Students will be learning directly from local experts, marine biologists, blue economy specialists, and where we'll be taking them from idea to innovation to enterprise. We at the Ministry of Educational Transformation are so excited to bring to you our very first summer pilot program of the Oceanana Innovation Hub. I'm talking about the Blue X Accelerator program, where we're welcoming 25 students from across schools in Barbados, and students engage in project-based learning, fun trips and field tours. It's going to be so fantastic.
All right, so that's Shay Greenidge, and Shay is lead with the Oceanana Innovation Hub. Shay joins us on set this morning, so welcome back. Good to see you.
Great to see you. Good morning, and good morning, Barbados.
Good morning. Also here is Akila Holder, who is lead for the Innovation Headquarters. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good to have you with us as well. Let's start at the very beginning, Shay. Talk to me a little bit about the Oceanana Innovation Hub.
Well, we officially launched on the 17th of June. So we're doing a lot in a very short space of time, but we're really excited. This initiative is under the Ministry of Educational Transformation, and the mission here is simply to educate students on ocean literacy, climate education, with the goal ultimately to seamlessly integrate it into our curricula across all subject matters.
And I know it has to be an exciting time when you have a title like Innovation HQ lead. So delve a little deeper into your role.
Okay, so Innovators HQ was kind of birthed back in about April, where we wanted to educate students from different backgrounds about sustainability, about leading a sustainable life through renewable energy, through agriculture, through marine life, just giving them those immersive experiences so that they can learn about how to live a sustainable life as they go forward and build a future that they can actually enjoy and love.
No, I'm really excited to hear more, Shay, about this project that involves young people.
Yeah.
That's my passion.
Yeah.
I love working with young people. I have a lot of young people around me all the time. So I love to hear about great opportunities for them.
And we're here to tell you a bit more about this summer programming. There's still space left for some of our youth to sign up. So we have the 8 to 13-year-olds, and Akila is going to be heading up that group. And then we also have the 14 to 18-year-olds as well. And when I said that there are going to be a lot of exciting tours and field trips, we really meant that. Because the whole point of Oceanana and the approach that we're taking with project-based learning is to have more of the practical side for our students. You know, they spend a lot of time in the classroom, theory, all that, direct instruction, but we're taking it a step further to make sure that students have experiences that they can draw from and learn from. So our tours are going to be 2 days of the week. I want everyone to know Monday to Friday is where we will be at Oceanana starting this Monday. So there's a very short space of time left to sign up, but Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. we'll be with the students having a blast.
Who's the right student for this particular program?
Wonderful question. I think, Akila, you're looking at me like I want to take that one.
It's a bit of a mix of everybody. If you are interested in the sea, you know, you can come to this program. If you want to learn about how to build a system, a hydroponic system, you come to this program. If you just want to get away from the tablet this summer and, you know, you want your kids to come and learn something, learn about living a sustainable life, it's for you. It's for anyone.
It's for anyone. And we'll just go a little bit further because we want that this camp is inclusive and accessible as well. So if there are any deaf students that want to, they're interested, you can come on out. We're making provisions and space for everyone. And we don't only want the science students. You know, we want, if you're interested in IT, accounts, business, there's a space for everyone within the environmental field. And that is the message we want to get out there.
With that said, how important is it for us to share more about the blue economy, about the environment with our younger people?
It's absolutely important because it's the future. And I want us to all understand and children to learn that the sea is full of life and opportunity. And so this is what we're going to be doing with the students. And we have local marine experts who are going to be directly teaching the students and learning to swim. My goal is for the students to all leave summer camp with a positive and healthy relationship with the sea. You know, we always say the sea ain't got in the back door. We want to shift that narrative. It's 2025. There's opportunity in the sea.
It's a big difference when you know how to swim. It really is different. And once you become at one with the water, you don't even have to try. I learned to swim as an adult, so I understand what you're talking about in a major way. And what pushed me to learn was I was on a boat and my daughter was off somewhere in the water having too much fun, and it hit me. If anything happens, Tisha, you can't help. What are you doing? You know, and that's what kind of drove me to learn to swim.
All of our students will be learning to swim. And those who are strong swimmers already, we're adding the element of water safety training. Because it's one thing to know how to swim, but if something happens out there, you also need to know how you can protect yourself and help others. So,
Today's the
doing
last
that.
day to sign up. I have a few people in mind already. So I definitely will be sharing some names. I want to go back to the title though, Innovation Headquarters.
Yes.
It must be really exciting for you to lay out exactly what the students will be doing and how they will be able to innovate in the coming weeks. Tell us how long the camp will be for and talk to us about these innovative ideas coming up.
Okay, so we have a 4-week camp starting July 28th, Monday coming, and we will be doing topics like marine life. Barbados Fisheries Division will be leading that segment, so they will get a full immersive experience in that. The 8 to 13 age group, they will be building fads. In week 2, we will be dealing with the renewable energy segment, so they will be building wind turbines, they'll be building solar-powered cars, and in the 3rd week, we'll be dealing with an exciting project. We're really excited about this one, aquaponics farm, where they'll be actually connecting their hydroponic system to an aquarium that you will see in the hub.
And in the video, Shay, you were talking about the direction that we're going with education. Not so long ago, when we thought about education, it was always books and it was always sitting in a sterile classroom environment. You know, that's always not always the environment where you're teaching, but it's wonderful that we're embracing other spaces and other ways to educate as well.
Yes, and my sister, one of my sisters, she's an educator. She teaches at a secondary school in the rural part of the island, and she teaches geography. She's a geographer and geologist by profession, and she was online with her students one day. They were talking about the mangroves, and I was just listening, you know, to the students' interaction and thinking to myself, they really need to get in a mangrove. They need to make those connections. They need to touch and feel, and it's going to make so much more sense when you're talking about the root systems and the water quality and how that affects everything. And so for me, I feel very privileged to be in this role to make sure that our students are making those connections and that we're linking government with public-private partners and partnered here with Innovators HQ to bring a wonderful program for our students this summer. This is a new direction and a new wave, and I am loving it.
All right, that's wonderful. I want to thank you both for coming in. The time is always short.
Yes,
but I think we really maximized your visit today. I look forward to seeing the Oceanana Innovation Hub. I've only seen it from the outside, so I look forward to seeing it from inside as well. And camp is starting on Monday, parents. So if you're thinking, you know, we're always happy to hear you have something for the older ones. You think, I am too cool for camp.
Yes.
Yeah. So I have some older ones in my house who will be heading down to the sea.
Lovely.
Great.
We're ready to welcome
over the
them.
next 4 weeks.
Yes,
Good morning, Zire and Alyssa. Thank you both for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
All right, wonderful stuff. It's time for another break. It's already 19 minutes to 8 o'clock, but believe it or not, we still have lots more coming up on Morning Barbados.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories. and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scold, a look into the future.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons, which will surprise many, is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end, and what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados if you're worried about loved ones who are struggling and you need advice on how to support them. There's a saying, a problem shared is a problem halved, but not everyone has someone they can confide in. That's why Lifeline Barbados exists, to be there for you or someone you care about during tough times. Save this number. Lifeline Barbados is just a call away. Remember, you can reach out whenever you need to talk.
There is a saying, you can find a Beijing anywhere. Are you a Beijing living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Beijing Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb, and together we will travel the world.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Beijing youth.
The Ministry of Youth, Sports and Community Empowerment.
This segment of Exceptional Youth is brought to you with the kind compliments of the Student Revolving Loan Fund, financing education the easy way.
All right, so we're joined now by 5 strapping young men to tell us all about an exciting program that has been ongoing, the School Rep Professional Remake Award recipients. So joining us, I'm going to head down the line with everybody. Israel Savory, we know him as John Boss. Now, if you watched the Junior Calypso competition, he opened up the show just this last weekend. Also here is Lachey Wilkinson. No, Lachey isn't here. Joshua Oxley is also with us. How am I missing people? Joshua Ox, we know him as Josh Ox.
Yeah.
He performs. Shay Omar Harding is also with us. And why am I missing you, Kevon? Why did I do that? Kevon Wickham joins us as well. And of course, sitting in with them is Mario Arthur, who's Marketing Director, Cultural Expansion Program. So good to see you. Of course, we know you as a performer as well. These days, you're in front of the camera and working behind the scenes with young people as well. So talk to me a little bit about this program and how we came to the place where we are today.
Basically, Cultural Expansion Program, with the name speaks for itself, is a program to expand culture and to carry across the shores. So we want to look for the talent within the youths. So what we did now, we created a competition called the School Rec Competition. You know, we like to mold talent from young. And in the competition, it was about scouting, molding, even clean rivalry. So we end up pairing with the National Peace Program. So we went on the slogan, and when culture evolves, crime dissolves. So we use the sports. You know, in the sports, there's not really rivalry, the schools against schools, the chants against chants. So we use that now to, you know, to help curb crime and give the youths a positive expression of themselves. So it was basically clean rivalry and fun, and this is how we get to this point, basically.
A great outlet. Now for you, John Boss, how did you get involved?
I saw the program. Well, my sister sent me the poster that was posted, and she said, "Man, I feel that you should join it, man. It should be good. You know that you just sing already and stuff, so it should be easy for you." And I just painting, picked out a beat from the beats that were provided, and then after that, I just start to work on it, start to play around with the beat, and then write it.
All right, that's good stuff. What about you? Tell me a little bit about how you heard about it and how you got into it, Kevon.
Well, it started off with normal scrolling on IG. You see, I saw the post on the Smart Factory, and it was like, it sounded like a fun program. So then, students inside the school was like, "I think you should come up with a song." And I was telling them, I was doubting that at first. I didn't have much confidence in myself, but then my coach was like, "You gotta come up with a song." So then I started hearing these songs, and I was like, "Yeah, hey boy, can you for me?" I was like, "Nah, I can't take this." So I was like, "Gotta bring some hot training." I cut to the speaker, play the beat. I just start bopping, and everything just start coming to mind. And that's how the song was made.
So what school are you repping for?
The Princess Margaret Secondary.
Princess Margaret. What about you, Israel, John Boss?
St. Leonard's Boarding School.
SLB, good stuff. And we're on to Josh Ox. I know we're heading up to Christchurch Foundation School with this
best
one.
School in Barbados.
How'd you hear about it, man?
Well, the year before, I had written a song called Move and Move Back. So this year, I was still planning to join competition. I had seen it scrolling on IG like Kevin said. But then people were saying, "Josh, man, everybody's talking about foundation. These men chanting as hard as yours, you go drop saying." And I was like, "Man, I got on the cover, don't worry about it." I went home, I wrote something, and then we went to school the next day. Me and a group of friends underneath a tree. I don't even know what sort of tree that is, but we just stand there, we vibe, and Run It Back was born.
All right. And for you, Shay Omar, I suppose you saw it while you were doom scrolling too?
Actually, no, because I think Master Turney and the Smart Factory crew had launched it at Lodge. And from then, I knew about it, and I wasn't really paying it a lot of attention, but so much of the students and my friends were saying, "Yo, brother, hop on this here, yeah? You gotta do something." From then,
yeah,
I'm gonna do something.
Well, the interesting thing is I've seen all of the videos, And that's because I have two 16-year-olds in my house. So they make sure that I am kept up to speed on everything that's happening. So I probably know Run It Back by heart.
And the thing is too, these ain't actually the winners. These was chosen based on exceptional potential. We have like the third place here was Kevin from the and Lachey from the Princess Margaret, and Josh Archer was actually the second place. But what we try to do with the school rec competition, we want to make almost everybody a winner, but we couldn't do that. But these were selected to have professional remakes for crop over for some of the songs that they have done in the competition. Even beyond that, we had another 5 students will be selected after crop over to also receive some production by, the guy that produced for Lady Lava, Father Phyllis, Don Writer, right? So we try to give everybody something and encourage them to keep going forward as well. And this year was on behalf of the National Cultural Foundation. This was their special gift to the students as well.
That is beautiful. I'm told that we have a video to share with you so that you can see a little bit about what's been happening behind the scenes. Oh, you're going to play a little bit of the audio of the songs? Yeah, good stuff. I was hoping that we might have been able to see some of it because that infamous tree that we heard about, nobody will forget that tree. It's an interesting looking tree, but great stuff. For you, how do you hope to capitalize on this opportunity?
The work that I am putting in sees other artists and they take me under their wing. And I just expand from there and grow more.
And for you, Kevon, are you hoping for a career in music?
Probably. But my main focus is on track and field and cadets right now. And more likely, might end up in army or I would like to do junior morning for sure. Bring the energy that I have and show these people really going on.
How it's done, he says. Josh Ox, for you, I know this has been something you've been doing forever, and you have at-home support as well.
Yes, please.
When I was on radio, I got regular calls from Mommy, so big shout out to Mommy. Good morning. So is this something you're hoping to do going forward?
Of course. It's a big passion of mine from the time I was a little boy.
Yeah, and you have some great music out there already. Shay Omar, what about you?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah? Any particular area, any particular genre you're hoping to do?
It don't matter. Just want to see out there and people know me. I would do anything.
And are you guys writing all the lyrics yourselves as well?
Yes, please.
This is good stuff. I'm really happy, Mario, that you're able to bring out a whole new crop of potential artists for the future with this program. What are your hopes for the program going forward in closing?
Well, in terms of the school rec, next year we got planned bigger and better. Gonna be a lot more categories. They're gonna be starting from earlier, and it's gonna be full of excitement. We got a lot of sponsors on board already for next year, so that is a little cat out the bag.
Nobody call CBC? I didn't see anything. I'm watching my watch. It's not too late.
Not too late, no problem.
Because we want to amplify this as well. We definitely want to continue to showcase our exceptional youth. I'm always looking for good hosts. These fellas got the Instagram down here, the recording on the floor. This one says that one, all he could do is just talk, recording things. So if I could get them up on the TV, we're ready for that. So good to see all of you. Thanks for waking up so early and coming in to share. And congratulations on the music.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, congratulations on the program as well.
Thanks for having
Don't be strangers. We're going to take a break here and come back and wrap Morning Barbados for today, Thursday.
That segment of Exceptional Youth was brought to you with the kind compliments of the Student Revolving Loan Fund, financing education the easy way.
The Ministry of Youth, Sports and Community Empowerment, Bridges television series is back. Join us every Wednesday at 8 p.m. with a repeat on Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. on CBC TV 8. Don't you miss it.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources, he'll give you the people. Not only will he equip you with ideas, but he will equip you with favor, as he did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV 8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
So that's it from us for today. I certainly hope you enjoyed spending the time with me as much as I enjoyed sharing with you. I'm in for Pearson, and he's going to be back next week, but I'm back tomorrow, God willing. So have a great day today, and stay tuned to TV 8. I'll see you bright and early in the morning. Bye-bye.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning.